Friends, I Sapna Kumari, BCom second year from Vanijya Mahavidyalaya, present over here with my business plan. And my business plan is going to be a telecom industry. There is a question in all of your mind that why I choose for telecom industry. Actually, there is a story behind it. Let's explain you. Last month, when I used my mobile phone for study purpose, suddenly the internet speed became slow, and then it recovered. It became slow, and then it recovered it. I irritate from it, and then I opt for this industry. Let's start with it. पीछे करना है बस. As we all know, any business plan contains 8 steps to design it. The first one is executive summary, the summary of all over the plan. Second one is company description, what will you do in your company, and what type of services it provides to the customers. The third one is market analysis, who will be your competitors and what type of services they provide to the customer. The fourth one is product or services. Which type of product will you launch in the market? The fifth one is marketing and sales strategy. It's all about the marketing like advertisement and all above. The sixth one is organization and management. Which type of management you need and what type of the services you need to run your company. The seventh one is financial plan, from where you took the fund to our investment for your business plan. And the eighth one is appendix, the ending of all business plan. Let's move for the executive summary. A mobile phone SIM card will be going to be my business plan. First of all, we are in a need of ISP license. The category of ISP license which provides service for an Indian level. Then we go for ULVNO license, which is considered as a standard license for telecom industry. We choose it because nowadays youngsters have a compulsion for the internet facility. Company description. The name of my company is going to be Save, where you can save money in compared to other companies of telecom industry. This is a national level company which provides services in India only. The slogan will be going to be Safe Raho or Save Karo. In short, safe and save. We will try to fix tower in small areas because there is many network issue in there. Third one is market analysis. As per the market analysis of telecom company, the top 5 companies are Airtel, Vodafone Idea, Reliance Communication, BSNL and MTNL. The need of the users are the fastest services, and we provide the services on a cheap rate and the fastest services. But how we provide in cheap rate and also maximize our profit, we will discuss in marketing and sales strategy. But now we will move for product or services. Our product is going to be a mobile phone SIM card, and it provides the services of phone call, messaging and internet services as well. The name of the company is going to be Save, and its slogan is going to be Save Karo and Save Raho. Next one is marketing and sales strategy. For marketing, we need wall painting, hoardings, advertising, radio prints, TV, social media, etc. I don't think that for marketing we need a popular face, because here popular face can't work. From this we can save our money. In advertisement, according to my opinion, I think that any people from poor or middle class can represent or elaborate or they give the detail of their function. If we have the quality, then we only need the platform. Suppose how can we provide it on a cheapest rate? Suppose we provide rupees 5, then 10 customer will take it. Then 10 into 50, our revenue will be rupees 50. 10 into 5, rupees 50. Then if we provide on the rate of rupees 10, rupees 5, then due to cheapest rate, more customer will attracted towards our services. 20 customers will attracted, then our revenue will be going to rupees 100. From this, we can provide it on a fastest services and also on a cheapest rate with the customer satisfaction where he or she satisfy. Next, organization and management. We will in a need of expert manager, lawyer, some experts to operate issue. The company needs manufacturing and service units. Next one is financial plan. At the starting phase, we took a loan to start our company, but by analysis, it seems that we pay the loan in 5 years by profit to start earning profit. When we read our data, it took time to settle what earn profit. As we have discussed earlier, that by provide in the cheapest rate, we will earn more revenue, because due to cheapest rate, more customer will attract over here. So through this, provide on cheapest rate, more customer will be attracted, so the revenue will be higher, and through this we will repay our loan and also starting earning profit. Last one is appendix. Here you get the fast services in the cheapest rate and customer care is available also. They get a recharge coupon of phone call messaging, internet services, amazing offer on various occasions, and also get a continuously product and changes in product and services. Thank you.
Now the judge, we request the judges to ask the questions.
So my first question goes as, in which category in ISP you want to apply?
Sir, sorry, please.
In which category of ISP you want to apply?
Sir, there is 3 category in ISP. I will go for the first one, which provide the services at national level, in which we provide the services in India only.
Okay, so what is the cost of that?
Sir, sorry.
Somewhere around 30 lakhs, right?
Yes, sir.
Being you're looking for opening a startup into this field, how will you arrange the funds?
Sir,
For getting to be a ISP and having the unified license, VNO license.
yes, sir,
as
which
you
is
mentioned.
considered as standard license.
Right, so the costing of both the licenses and running the institution for
Sir, a standard license, the costing of a standard license is going to be very high. It's a high budget.
So how will you manage the funds?
Sir, from loan, because for any business starts, we have no source there. So I think we go for loan.
Telecom industry is such a high competition industry,
Yes, sir.
wherein big players like Hutch, Vodafone, Idea couldn't survive, right? Then what is the USP that you will be having that you can survive into it?
Sir, sorry, फिर से.
I said it's a very, very high competition industry. Big players like Hutch, Vodafone, Idea, Tata Telecom, who have lots of backup in terms of financials, couldn't survive in this industry. You know it?
Yes, sir.
Then how you can ensure that when you open this startup, then what is the success factor that you will be having that you can surely be surviving?
Sir, I said that we provide it on a cheapest rates. As a customer in a need of internet services, there is all other company provide services. They suddenly the internet speed becomes slow, then recover it, becomes slow, then recover it. I will say that I provide it in a cheapest rate. Sir, I will explain earlier that suppose we provide on a rupees 5, sir, suppose it's an assumption, then 10 people attract. Then, sir, suppose we charge rupees 10, then 5 people attract, rupees 50 will our revenue. Then if we reduce to other, compare to other company, I will charge rupees 5, then 20 people attract. In this way, we will maximize our profit and satisfy customer also, because due to cheapest rate more customer will attract toward our services.
Okay, one last question. How much customers you require to achieve break even for your?
I think no number sir, much more जितना हो सकता है सर, किसी को भी यहाँ पे नंबर तो नहीं हो.
Break even लेने के कोई number होगा ना? Much more.
No sir.
What is the definition of much more in your mind?
सर नंबर तो हो ही नहीं सकता किसी के लिए भी. सेटिस्फैक्शन सर, अगर आप कंपनी स्टार्ट करें तो सेटिस्फैक्शन, वहाँ पे नंबर.
But to achieve a financial break even, जितना आपने पैसा लगाया उसको रिकवर करने के लिए कुछ नंबर होगा ना?
नो सर, जितने लोग आ सकते हैं वो नंबर डिफाइन नहीं होता.
Okay, thank you so much.
थैंक
That was an interesting presentation. Now we'll call Dream Team from Magad Mahila College and let's see what their dream is all about.
Michael?
Dream Team, could you just wait for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Jury members, my co-competitors, and everyone present over here. We are from Magad Mahila College and we are currently pursuing BBA, and our team name is Dream Team. We are here to present our business plan. Our plan is basically about an app which deals with solid waste management. The name of our app is Rag Money. Our tagline is Money from Waste. Like you can see, the data of solid waste generated every year globally in India and in Bihar. The amount of waste produced in Bihar alone is 10 lakhs annually. So you can see the data over is very high. So we need a proper way to decompose it and recycle it so that our environment is clean and the waste is recyclable and we can generate an income through that also. So basically our app is about to generate, how can we generate income from solid waste.
अब सबके दिमाग में एक क्वेश्चन अराइज हुआ होगा, ये आइडिया हमारे दिमाग में ट्रिगर कैसे करा. बेसिकली दिवाली का टाइम था एंड सबके घर में साफ़ सफाई हो रही थी. मेरे घर में भी सेम चीज़ था. तो हमने बहुत सारा वेस्ट जनरेट करा और कुछ को हमने कचरा ले जाने वाली गाड़ी को दे दिया, क्योंकि ये म्यूनसिपैलिटी का एक प्रोसीजर है ताकि हम अपने देश को साफ़ रख सकें. एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ कि जो सॉलिड वेस्ट बच गया, विच इज़ पेपर, ओल्ड बुक्स, प्लास्टिक बॉटल, कैंस, etc. तो उसे मेरी मम्मी ने एक रैक पिकर को सेल करा. बहुत टाइम उनसे चिक करने के बाद, बहस करने के बाद उसने मम्मी को 80 रुपीज़ दिए. मेरा क्वेश्चन था मम्मी से, इतना सारा मेहनत करने के बाद, इतना सा बहस करने के बाद आपको 80 रुपीज़ मिला, अब आप इसका क्या करोगे? एंड शी वॉज लाइक कि कुछ नहीं हो सकता इसका. तो बोला फिर भी आप कुछ तो सोचा होगा आपने. तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं इससे 2 पैकेट दूध मंगा लूँगी 1-1 लीटर का. तो आई वॉज लाइक कि ओके. इतना सारा टाइम वेस्ट जनरेट करने में, साफ़ सफाई करने में, उस रैक पिकर के साथ बहस करने में, इस वेस्ट का वैल्यू निकालने में उन्हें सिर्फ 80 रुपीज़ मिला. तो फिर मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ ये इंसिडेंट शेयर करा एंड दे वर लाइक कि ये एक अच्छा प्रॉफिट जनरेशन थॉट हो सकता है, हम इससे एक बिजनेस प्लान रेडी कर सकते हैं. इसका 2 मोटिव हो सकता है. पहला तो हम एक काफ़ी अच्छा रेवेन्यू जनरेट करेंगे, दूसरा हम अपने इन्वायरमेंट को भी सेव कर पाएंगे, और जो 3R है, रिसाइकिल, रीयूज़, उसको भी इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएंगे.
Mission. The mission of our app is to maximize waste value while minimizing efficiency environment impact, so that both our economy or environment can achieve their thrive. The mission of our app is to give a proper management of solid waste management. Vision: to become a global leader in delivering cost-effective service and digital solution using the latest technology. The long vision of our app is to become more and more profit making app. RA 9093 is also known as ecological solid waste management. Under this act, इस एक्ट के तहत हम लोग कोई भी ऐसे प्लास्टिक और वेस्ट हम लोग नहीं ओपन एरिया में नहीं जला सकते जिससे पॉइजन गैस और हार्मफुल गैस निकले. इससे हम लोग की एयर में पॉल्यूशन होते हैं और एनवायरमेंटल डिग्रेडेशन होता है.
आप एवरीडे नोटिस कर सकते हैं कि हमारे जो लोकल शॉपकीपर्स होते हैं या फिर हमारा जो होम वेस्ट होता है वो लोग उसको डेली बेसिस पे रोड साइड पे या फिर कहीं पे उसको बर्न कर देते हैं, जो कि एक इलीगल वे है वेस्ट को डिकम्पोज करने का. तो हमारे ऐप के थ्रू वो हमें वो वेस्ट प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं और हम उसको रिसाइकिल कर सकते हैं उस वेस्ट को, और उससे वो एक सोर्स ऑफ इनकम भी होगा उनके लिए. और जो वो वेस्ट जो है वो इफ़ वो बर्न करते हैं तो इससे जो एयर होता है वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा पोल्यूटेड होता है हमारा.
Okay, a business model canvas is a core structure of doing a business profitably. So basically this structure comprises of 9 components. First is our customer segment. In our customer segment, the targeted customers are the major waste producing institutions such as residential areas, food truck services, building. Next is our customer relationship. So our customer relationship goes as like we will think and act green, and जो हमारा ऐप होगा वो भी बहुत easy to use होगा. like उसमें बहुत सारे self service tools available होंगे and 24/7 service provide किया जाएगा and service will be provided at doorstep also. Next is our channels through which we will directly communicate to our customers. So we will communicate to our customers through websites, social medias, pamphlets and posters, and there will be an app like वो Android और iOS दोनों सारे यूजर्स के लिए होगा. नेक्स्ट इज़ अ रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम. सो हम लोग का जो रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम हम लोग जनरेट करेंगे वो जो हम लोग कस्टमर्स से वेस्ट लेंगे और फिर जो हम लोग रिसाइकिल फैक्ट्री पे ले जाएंगे तो हम लोग का जो रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम जनरेट होगा वो वहाँ से वो मार्जिन जनरेट होगा. नेक्स्ट इज़ आर की एक्टिविटीज़. तो बेसिकली आर की एक्टिविटीज़ इज़ टू मेंटेन द सोसाइटी. लाइक हम लोग इधर उधर वेस्ट जो भी होता है, लाइक बहुत सारे लोग कुछ भी खाते हैं इधर उधर फेंक देते हैं और ऐसे ही लाइक दे लीव दैट. तो हम लोग का की एक्टिविटी ये होगा कि हम लोग इधर उधर जो भी वेस्ट है उसको ना वो मतलब अवॉइड करें एंड जो भी वेस्ट होगा वो हम लोग को लाइक वो प्रोवाइड करें ताकि उसको आगे हम लोग रिसाइकिल फैक्ट्रीज पे ले जाएं और फिर वहाँ से वो रिसाइकिल हो करके कुछ और बन सके. नेक्स्ट इज़ आर की रिसोर्सेज. तो की रिसोर्सेज इज़ आर इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी विच इज़ बेसिकली आर ट्रेडमार्क, आर लोगो. ह्यूमन रिसोर्स द एम्प्लॉयज़ जो इसमें वर्क करेंगे एंड फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्स विल बी द कैश एंड क्रेडिट. Okay. So next is key partners. So our key partners will be like large firms और बहुत सारे investors और like financiers जो हम लोग के साथ collaborate करना चाहे ताकि वो भी कुछ एक अच्छा स्टेप ले सके सोसाइटी के बेटरमेंट के लिए. एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ आर कॉस्ट स्ट्रक्चर. सो जो कॉस्ट स्ट्रक्चर होगा वो हमारा ऐप अपग्रेडेशन में और ऐप डेवलपमेंट में जाएगा. हमारा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एक्सपेंस होगा, हमारा कुछ ऐसे मिसलेनियस एक्सपेंसेस भी हो सकता है. एंड लास्ट इज़ अ वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन. तो आर वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन इज़ टू मेक द इन्वायरमेंट क्लीनर एंड ग्रीनर. और इससे एक बहुत पॉजिटिव इमेज क्रिएट होगा सोसाइटी में और हम लोग के लिए भी बहुत एक प्लस पॉइंट होगा क्योंकि लोग इधर उधर कचरा नहीं फेंकेंगे एंड सोसाइटी भी हमारी लाइक हमारी इन्वायरमेंट भी क्लीन रहेगी जिससे ग्राउंड वाटर प्रोटेक्शन भी हो सकता है. लाइक इफ़ वी मूव टू सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट स्ट्रक्चर में अगर हम जाएंगे तो वेस्ट अगर ऐसे मैनेज करते हैं तो उससे ग्राउंड वाटर प्रोटेक्शन भी होगा. नेक्स्ट app promotion. So first we will promote our app through billboards and pamphlets. Like we will circulate our पैम्पलेट्स ऐसे लोकली मार्केट्स में, रेसिडेंशियल एरियाज़ में, कि बहुत सारे लोग जान सके कि हाँ ऐसा एक ऐप है बिहार में जो वर्क कर रहा है. Second, we'll conduct webinars and seminars. Schools and colleges में जाएंगे हम लोग, वहाँ पे बहुत सारा webinars and seminars conduct करेंगे. We'll go to large firms. And third, through social media, which is basically the most important, like social media and the new media.
Next is cost structure. Cost structure means the types and relative proportions of fixed and variable cost incurred by business. हमारा business startup में बहुत ज़्यादा funding लगेगा. सबसे पहला होगा हमारा app development. App development के लिए हमें cloud storage और hosting domain में like 10 to 15,000 के around expense आएगा. Next is the tools which we used for our app development. कुछ tools free of cost भी होते हैं and some को कुछ को हमें buy भी करना होगा. एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ टाइम और लेबर. कितना ज़्यादा टाइम हमें ऐप डेवलपमेंट में लग रहा है वो आवरली पेड होता है बेसिकली. एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ कि जब ये ऐप इन यूज़ होगा तो कस्टमर्स के रिव्यूज़ आते हैं कि हमारा ऐप कितना मतलब अप टू मार्क है, कितना ज़्यादा वो सही से काम कर रहा है और कहाँ पे लैकिंग है, तो फिर सर्विस चार्जेस भी ऐड हो जाएंगे. फिर नेक्स्ट इज़ वेयर हाउस, वेयर वी कैन स्टोर आर रैक, जो हम डोर टू डोर जाके कलेक्ट करेंगे. उसके लिए हमें एक वेयर हाउस प्रिपेयर करना होगा जो काफ़ी हाइजीनिक भी हो, ताकि आसपास जो सोसाइटी है उनको उससे कोई इशू ना हो कि यहाँ पे आप कचरा क्यों रख रहे हैं. उसका भी प्रॉपर हाइजीन मेंटेन करने में भी कुछ एक्सपेंस आएगा. अब आते हैं वेरिएबल कॉस्ट्स. जैसे सबसे पहला होगा एडवर्टाइजमेंट. हम अपने ऐप की मार्केटिंग कैसे करेंगे, ऐप मार्केटिंग में भी काफ़ी एक्सपेंस जाएगा. फिर है हमारे स्टाफ्स, एम्प्लॉयज़ जो हम हायर करेंगे उनके खर्चे. फिर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, जो हम डोर टू डोर रैक्स कलेक्ट करें उसको अपने वेयर हाउस तक लाने का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एक्सपेंस. एंड नेक्स्ट इज़ की वेयर हाउस से जब हम रिसाइकलिंग फॉर्म्स में उसे देंगे वहाँ का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. तो दीज आर द मेजर थिंग्स जो हमें एक्सपेंसेस आएंगे हमारे. तो इनिशियली तो हम अपने फंड से स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट विल गो फॉर लोन. कॉम्पिटिशन इन मार्केट. Competitors are other business which are offering the same and similar goods and services to our customers. तो बहुत सारे competitors already market में हैं जो ऐप के थ्रू ये चीज़ कर रहे हैं, which are pom-pom trash to cash. But यहाँ पे एक question arise होता है कि हम इनसे better कैसे हैं. None of them are operating in बिहार. कोई भी इनमें से बिहार में operate नहीं कर रहा है and we are बिहार based startup. तो हम सबसे पहले बिहार में start करेंगे और इन सब के फीचर्स, इन सारे ऐप्स के फीचर्स हमसे थोड़े से डिफरेंट हैं. हमेशा
Like none of them are operating in Bihar, so we have monopoly in our state, and most of our features are very different from them. None of them are providing doorstep services, and we are providing that. So you can book appointment from us with phone call or online. And our services will be available to you within 24 hours or 72 hours. Thank you.
The idea is also very good, right?
you, ma'am.
But like I always discuss with my students also how you operationalize it, how you implement it, right? So when you say that you will collect the waste from different sources within 24 to 72 hours, how you ensure that? How many people you are thinking will be in the process of collecting waste from different areas, etc. And before that, like which areas you are targeting initially? Which areas, which regions you are targeting initially? From where you are starting? So this is my question.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for asking the question. Ma'am, in starting, we'll be targeting schools and colleges and firms, because in schools and colleges, there is regular amount of waste generated, which is paper waste and plastic waste. So this will be the place where we can regularly get our waste. And next will be our large firms. There also like solid waste is generated regularly. Then we will targeting our residential areas, because to promote our app in residential area will be a bit difficult. It will take certain time to know people that there is this kind of app which is dealing with this thing.
So in continuation with that, retention of employees is a difficult point where businesses get stuck. When you are talking about the people who will go and collect waste from different sources, then these are the people who, for them, you cannot ensure retention in your farm, because if your competitor will pay them 10 rupees or 20 rupees extra, they will leave you. So how you will ensure retention of those employees?
Like, ma'am, mainly there is no such hiring going on for this thing, and we will contact the local rag pickers so that they will get a permanent job and some kind of permanent source of income. So this will ensure that they don't leave our company. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I have one more question. First of all, the idea is wonderful. Right, there are, as you said, there is no firm in Bihar as of now which is working on it, but there are many startups that are working on it, which have been registered with us also. So there are, because as being a part of the incubation center, I'm aware about that there are firms which are working on it. Although there are certain operational issues that they have faced in terms of scalability of the business as well as continuity of getting the waste material from the different sources, right? Because the upstream supply is not consistent when you talk about schools, when you talk about industries and all. And furthermore, when you talk about, you started your pitch talking about residential waste, but residential waste doesn't fit into the requirement because sometimes you have inconsistency in getting those residential waste. And at residence, we are still in the habit of mixing the dry and wet waste. So that's the one part of it, because you only require dry waste into it. Furthermore, segregation of waste is one important thing that is, I think that's been missed out in the presentation, because at warehouse, apart from hygiene and all what things you discuss about, we require majorly the segregation of those material, because when you send your material, your all the waste material to various vendors in terms of the downstream supply chains, in terms of recycling of the product, you require a certain type of waste material to be supplied to particular industry. Like for plastics, for brick making, for ash making, you require one type of material. For other things, you require different type of material. So at warehouse, you require segregation of material, which is consists of lot of involvement of your cash, revenue, and furthermore expertise into it. So our experience into it, because of those startups who have started into this business, they found difficulty in maintaining that. Furthermore, in Bihar, you have dearth of those companies which are into recycling of the products. So the recycling business, the downstream supply chain in terms of your own companies to which do you supply those materials, have you done some work on it? That how you are?
Sir, like beside Danapur, there is an interior area. There is one recycling firm.
What they require?
They take waste from companies like us.
What they do of that waste?
Then they recycle it and then they resell it to the market.
Okay.
Like if you have that doodh ka packet, then you can't sell it to the market like it goes for 1 rupees or 2 rupees, okay? But if we sell to that firm, they will recycle it, they will clean it, and then that packet is again sold in the market for much higher values.
First of all, for that milk packet, nobody gives 1 rupees. For a kg of that milk packet, you get 1 rupees. That is the costing.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? For a kg of that milk packet, you will get a 1 rupee. So the margins are very, very low into it. Because now you are saying something different. You are saying that you will be supplying those raw materials or this rags to the other firms who are supplying to other companies. Like the Danapur based company is not a recycling company. They are also segregating and supplying it to some other company? Or
They are recycling it by themselves.
So what they are converting it into?
Like you recycle the waste, na? Like if you have plastic waste and all, you can recycle them into something new.
What they are doing?
Like they are cleaning that packet and then supplying it again to
That is not recycling. Recycling means what? Converting that entity into different entity.
Into making it reusable.
Right. So are they doing so?
Yeah.
What in which they are converting?
They are converting that doodh packet to be reused again.
So they are once again supplying that milk packet to other vendor in the same form or different form?
They are supplying it to the milk, like where the milk is produced and the packaging of milk is done.
see, there are two things. First of all, part of recycling involves conversion of entity into different entity, right? You might not have thought about it as of now, but yes, please relook into it, because when you talk about waste that you get from household, there's a lot of variety into the waste, right? You have waste consists of various metals, you have waste consists of plastics, and various grades of plastics. So every grade of plastic cannot be used in everywhere, right? So if you're talking about milk, which is a consumable item, you only require plastic of the nature which can be consumed in that plastic packaging, right? Segregation of the plastic is to be done. So that is the challenge which I have seen in our startups, wherein they are shortfall is there in terms of having those expertise and the machineries that can segregate plastic of different kinds, like fruit grade plastic or non-food grade plastics. So segregation is required. As of now, if you are aware about those industries wherein the segregation goes in Bihar, please incorporate that expertise into your presentation. As of my information, there are only one firm in Bihar that do that segregation in plastics with the fruit grade or non-fruit grade plastics. And furthermore, recycling is all about changing the usage type of the product or entity of the product itself. So that is, if you are looking for sending the material to a recycling company, then you can earn profits. Otherwise, your profit margin will be very, very low. Right? The same problem that you started with a picture like 80 rupees or 90 rupees thing will all again being faced by you, because ultimately you are paying money for the rag, right? And you have to pay higher money. So if for the rag for which your mother has received 80 rupees, you might be paying for that 100 rupees or 150 rupees, then only you get that rag. But at the end of the day, you also going to run the profit into profits. So you need to sell that product at a higher prices. So that end-to-end supply chain management is required in terms of revenue. But anyways, at your age, it's a good idea to start with. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dream team, I have a suggestion. Listen to Rajiv sir carefully, prepare a plan and submit to him. Yeah, it's a good idea, really. Okay, but okay, there are shortages, there are shortcomings in operationalization of whole thing that you need to work on it. Contact him. Okay.
This is a viable method.
Beyond this competition.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
the later
So.
part, if you want to continue with this solution, then we are here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.